What is happening, y'all? Cowboy here, and welcome to our walkthrough for the final DLC of Nioh 2. So this DLC actually aims to wrap up the story. I think they did a pretty good job with it. Personally, I'm a bigger fan of this than the second DLC if I had to rank them. I think probably DLC 1, DLC 3, DLC 2. But either way, similar to the previous ones, previous DLC walkthroughs, this one is going to be aiming to get you your platinum, but it's not going to be a 100% walkthrough in the style of the Dark Souls ones, because, as always, the loot drops you get are random. So, I'll let this cutscene play and elaborate a bit for in a second here. Into the scroll, sucked into the past.
とある村に角を生やした大男が現れました。村人は力持ちの大男をまれびとと呼び崇めました。しかし次第に恐れられ、ひどい目に遭ってからは人々を襲い始め。
Let's go, the first samurai. So yes, this DLC looks at the origins of Geotakamaru and kind of wraps up that whole thing. But as I was saying, basically because the loot we're going to get from chests and whatnot are completely random, we're going to be covering the main chests that you need to get things like your hair locks. Of course, we're also going to be covering all the kodamas, all the hot springs, as well as that grilled sweet tang, which is something that's easily overlooked, but if you don't get all three of them, you can unlock one of the final side missions. So before we do this, couple things. Obviously, go to your blacksmith, disassemble any gear that you don't need, make sure you got plenty of space. For the sake of our character, we have tempered all the way up our main melee weapon. That's really the only thing I would say you should be too concerned with at this point. If we go through the gear here, as you can see, we got pretty basic stuff on it, nothing too crazy. We haven't like put attack across anything or anything along those lines. But your weapon for sure, you're going to want to have an attack bonus of your primary stat. You're going to want the life drain. Key damage and attack key consumption are just icing on the cake, but I wouldn't consider those to be necessities. Anyway, beyond that, if you've managed to get a Yasakani, which by this point you may have, as it starts dropping in either the DLC or New Game Plus, with the Yasakani, that opens up a couple things. It removes -1 off the sets. So even with only having 6 pieces of this, we now have the 7-piece set bonus, which is great because I can pick up something here, just a quick 1 piece of random set gear for some extra health. I could also pick up a Golden Boy bow, and then like Warrior of the West bow or the Psycho rifle to have a similar health bonus right there for like an extra 500 health. So just stuff to keep in mind. And the last thing I would suggest doing before we start is go on over here and make some sake. I would say you're going to want to have at least roughly 10 sake total. You're going to be fighting a lot of elemental stuff in this DLC, so you're going to want to just make sure that you have those sakes ready to go. As you can see, I have a total of 20. That is more than enough to tackle all this DLC. But with all that done, let's jump in. Dawn of the Demon. We got 10 kodamas, 2 locks of hair, and 1 hot spring. Let's go, and we should be able to push through the first half of this mission in this episode, and then we will wrap up this mission in the next episode. It's a pretty lengthy mission. For those curious, this is the same build we used in the last DLC, except we actually have gear for it. If you're playing along with fist weapons, you can get the Brave Demon Hunter set right towards the end of DLC 2, which is a fantastic set for fist weapons. You know, the key recovery speed is super useful, along with the active skill key consumption, and then that attack bonus A strength just making us pretty strong with these. So very, very nice. And the stats in particular for a build like this: Heart and Constitution at 20/20, Courage is up at 14, and the main thing here is Strength 99, and then enough stamina to hit that B agility. But anyway, right at the start here, we're going to go left. There's some loot on the roof. Stealthy, you can maybe sneak up behind this guy. What do I even have on this character? I got those two. Okay. And then we can drop down. A couple guys right here that we can. That. Here. There's a shortcut right there. As you can see, that ladder. We don't have that yet, but we're going to work our way towards that. We'll get that in this episode. So when you come in here, let me see, through village and right for a big boy. Alright, so the big boy. There's a couple enemies. When I went through and did this, it was on Way of the Wise. So there's going to be a couple things that are probably a little bit different. Through the village and go right for big boys and Agaki. I got a couple of guys waking up in the village here. It's weird seeing how easy stuff is after playing so much New Game Plus. So we do have the hag still. There should be a Skelly up here. Let's pop him off first, make your life a little bit easier. There's another one over there, but that one won't jump up on you. If you're really stealthy, you might be able to get a free backstab here. Oh, that one saw me first. Not expect to get paralyzed. Alright, all of them cleared out. Let's pick this stuff up. And let's go up here. There's other Skelly. I see a ninja dog over there. Let's ignore that for now. Instead, we're gonna go right over here, kill this guy, and get our first Kodama. Run around and kill that dog if we want. Right, all of that done, we can get a little shortcut right here. And this takes us right back to the start. There's our shrine. For now, continue along. And up ahead, in the left-hand side building, there's going to be a scampus in a little bit. Next real area. There's a couple junk things we got to fight past first. This area just looks very, very bright. These guys. This. I'm gonna redo my cores. These cores are not that good. Ignore the gate for now. This is gonna be next area we go to. But before you fight that guy, swing on in here. There's our kitty. Then we're gonna run around this way. And right over here we have Kodama number 2. Then run up this tree. If you're nice and slow, you can get a free backstab on this guy. So actually, I should probably point this out. When I got a backstab there, those are ninja locks, by the way, you'll notice that he got a debuff down mark there. The clan I'm using is what gives me that. It's a clan called Maida. And Maida does a couple things that are really nice. It's going to give you basically a debuff, like a weakness, anytime you hit an enemy and you get off a backstab or a grapple or any of those things. So very, very powerful clan. That's what's gonna, like, you guys are gonna be seeing me do grapples that are disgusting, and you're gonna be like, how are your grapples so strong? My grapples are crazy strong because of the Maida clan. Kill him, and there should be one more. Alright, no, we're good. So these guys is our first new yokai, the big babies. I think they're actually called like Kokujis. And the main thing to look out for with the big babies is if you try to engage them, they will do like a big baby cry, and it'll lure over every other yokai in the area. Yeah, so that 11,000 grapple, that's 90% of that is just having Maida clan on. So highly recommend that clan if you're not sure what to go with. Just very, very strong progression-wise. Every time I'm streaming, people are like, how are you grappling so hard? It's just Maida clan. Alright, so with that, I'm going to pop this open. After back to the gate, ambush ahead, and oh yeah, we have a bunch of little ambushes in this area. Push ahead on the left, continue, there's a path up to the right. There, is this the one that has the guy? Yes. Of course, we are still using Gozuki for the fantastic key destruction capability of it. But if you're a fan, Ippon is in a really good place now as well. I mean, Ippon has always been in a pretty good place, but... And New Peppo, still as strong as it was, but we're mainly using that because of the Amrita buffs it has, the life on Amrita. Honestly, fists. Peppo is a little key heavy for fists, in my opinion. I did not want to go down. Falcon claws, aren't those ward? They are the dragon ninja pieces. I don't need them, but so we're gonna kill this one while we're here. Right, this is where we really want to go. Take this path going up, and we can take out this guy. Alright. We're gonna go all the way up. We got a Sudama right here, if you want to trade with him. And a cloud over here. This chest. Get this, and then we're gonna head out on up the roofs. You hit those guys while they're on their cloud, and instantly knocks them down, and you can get them. Actually, we'll do care of these guys first real fast. So we gotta go this way anyway. For now, we're just coming over here to just knock them down. Alright, now head on back over. Yes, there we go. We got our third Kodama waiting for us over this way. And then our fourth Kodama waiting for us over this way. So before you drop for him, there should be a... Oh, I don't see him. Maybe it's only a wise thing. There's usually an enemy back here. Run along, grab this. We've already cleared out. There would be some enemies here, but we've already cleared out all that stuff. So we have this little cloud. Alright, and after getting new Peppo, grab this. And drop down. And here's your shortcut ladder. And Kodama number 5. Alright, a couple more little filler enemies that we can fight here. Nothing that you need to fight. Oh, let's see, we like that Enki back there. Corruption is so good with fist weapons, like definitely one of the better movesets. Alright, and before we go in, we are going to pop a sake. And pop this, and that should be good. As up, we have Geotakamaru. Oh, Geotakamaru. So the moveset is fairly similar to the original. He has a couple different new moves. He has like a big, like Magara's Ice Slam, couple new fire AoEs. Honestly, I think it's better than OG Geotakamaru. But if you can beat Geotakamaru, you can beat this guy. And in fact, you don't actually need to get him all the way down. You just got to get him like almost dead. Stop that, come here. Big on the fire and ice. you can see, we got him to about 2/3 of his health down, so it didn't take too long. Yokai waifu with the army of yokai. Takamaru's sister. You can tell she's a cat lady. If you've been paying attention, you might recognize this character from somewhere. Not going to spoil it. Right. Put that back. Suzuka. So she's gonna tag along. For here, at least, we are going to actually wrap things up, because there's still a good bit to this level, and a cutscene after the fact. So where we're at now, I'm just going to be pumping up that courage, man. All about that key recovery. And I might actually, I might mess around with my jutsus a little bit here. I don't think I need protection talisman, not with this heavy armor. I would love... Ooh, I don't think I have it. Oh, man. I have like a set number of things that I have been using constantly. Just, they are the upgrades that I guess you could say are now my core abilities, and that's one right there, Arc Yokai, which I do not have, and I would love to have Arc Yokai. Way more than some of this other stuff. Who is this? Like the lightning familiars? Oh, those aren't bad. Life Leech Talisman I don't use anymore. I'd have to respec all this to get Arc Yokai. But anyway, we're gonna wrap this one up here. Next episode, we're gonna finish up the remainder of this zone. Just because, you know, these are longer main missions. And then following that, we are going to have a side mission that involves a hidden achievement and another side mission with Kodamas, and then back to the main missions, and, you know, rest assured we'll cover all of it. So either way, stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys with a new episode later.